Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. How are you doing? So freaking intense. Not even funny anymore. This rodeo is making me feel rather sick, I have to say. Even as a seasoned Ascension guide, wayshower, and traveler, it's a lot to take. Um, it depends very much on where we're at. Like, not where we're at, also, like, I mean, depends on many things and variables. We all have our own very unique experience of all of this. And also depending on the roles we play, I transmute a lot. And I have to say, I'm really freaking sick and tired of transmuting all of this shit. I'm feeling like crap most of the time. Oh my God. So done. So done. So we're done. So let's burn down this fucking matrix shit because it's not real. All right. Now, we remember all of this is a projection of our mind. And that's where we get to change it from. As we are being led by our heart and won't let the ego mind any longer write this show because it's firmly being deleted along with this fake matrix simulation. Okay. So I'm going to leave a couple like free videos below in the description box along with further links, which are two of them I came across yesterday and they just really connected and opened up a lot for me. It's kind of more pointers. And I just want to say any videos, any links I ever share, okay? I never 100% agree with any of them, so to say, but I would agree with a lot of it. But it's down to your own discernment of what of the information, of, for example, other sources I'm sharing is relevant to your journey, how you're perceiving it. That's not down to me, but like always use your discernment the same as I'm, sharing information, my downloads. But the thing is, as we come together and we connect with information that is also connected to basically our own kind of soul family tribe, what seems very resonant, we expand our own perception. Because I always, again, take what resonates and leave the rest. I do this myself a lot. But it expands our understanding. So I take it and then I take it further. All right. It's like, oh, okay, now this makes more sense because the thing is, we really need to understand there is no objective version of reality. There isn't. That's the third video, which is science. And you know what I love? Because even science is saying this is the end of space time. Like we've had our fun with the shit and now this is it. Okay. Because it's not real, it's a perception. And I did go more into all of this in our group call, the Arriving Home. If you still want to access this, it's super potent. We went over 4.5 hours, super powerful activation that is clearing all of the remaining false, inorganic, artificial matrix overlays, firmament, all of this shit all the way up. Usuna Shinate, all back to source. Kasara, Kenakeate. It's just thought forms and belief systems. That's what it really boils down to. Simplify, remember what this is all really about. All is a projection of the mind. Okay. And we get inverted realities if this is disconnected from the heart. This is what we've seen. What you're looking at, what you're perceiving out there, if people are saying, why hasn't it changed yet? This is not supposed to change. This is going down the freaking drain. It's not real. It's an inverted reality. We are merging, quantum jumping, leaping, synchronizing, converging with a parallel reality, so to say, that is free of all these inversions, free of all artificial shit. It's like the opposite of what we are experiencing here. Don't expect this reality to change for the better, so to say. Okay, because it's inverted by nature. It's not real. Okay? The videos below will expand what I've been sharing upon more. Again, certain parts I'm not fully in agreement with, but then I am kind of, it enables me to take my understanding further. That's what all information should be like. Okay, it's the same like I can listen to spiritual leaders, teachers like material, read it, whatever. I know they're inverted, or I know that these people have been compromised, but I know there's still gold in there. That's why I can take, the information from all these different pieces and places, and then through my own gnosis, understanding and inner wisdom accessed, I take it and expand it further. And that's what I would really recommend to all of you. So if you want to access the group call from Arriving Home that we did on the 1909, or any of the others, they're really full of keys and codes for your ascension, mainly the gamma frequencies from the Godhead I'm transmitting, beyond the words I'm speaking here, Susha Ainata. I mean, we've covered so much. I mean, a lot obviously about what it really means to be your true, eternal, authentic self. What does it mean to be authentic? Okay? Not some person you're trying to imagine yourself to be, but rediscovering who you really truly are, knowing thyself. And then you really understand the nature of reality and what reality even means. Okay? So we also went over, we went over everything, really the big picture that I'm here to transmit. I really am here to transmit the perception of how God sees this experience, which is what heals. The big picture is what heals. That's literally my mission. And I know that it really helps us to arrive home, okay? We also spoke about sacred sexuality. We spoke about time, the concept of time. And again, the videos I'm leaving below will help you further with that, to deepen more into it, because they explain it from different perspectives, yeah? And with different language. And again, each person has different ways of perceiving this. And that's why we sometimes gravitate into certain speakers, you know, information sources more than others. It's really like a frequency thing. All right. Now, anyway, so check the links out below in the description box if you want to still access the replay from the call. So we fully activated the cosmic emerald crystal diamond rose heart network. It's fully online, clearing out all the distortions across all layers and levels of this whole false matrix creation, okay, to break all the way through now, because we're ending the simulation now. All I see is, after today, the 22nd, this is it. I'm going to go offline. I'm going to go very deep to burn this all the way the fuck down, which I already am, always have been, but this is freaking it. The rapture is here, which is the second coming of the Christ, and the removal of all negative demonic beings, inversions, all that's artificial, inorganic, and false. Kusra aina karate kanashu. Shunayena te tinata. Tuyanata akea. Done. So it's done, as well as we need to keep making it happen until we're there. Until we no longer need to look at this shit, and we're there around the campfire, celebrating, hugging, okay, and happy as fuck. Because the good thing is, imagining that, you know, the true real reality is basically reversal or the polar opposite of where we're here, more or less. I must be well jolly happy over there, because this is freaking misery, so to say. Again, I carry a very high frequency, whilst I transmute so much of this collective miasma, inversions of the one mind, all of the energies. And again, I know a lot of people watching me. I'm speaking always from the great I am. Okay, the oneness. Again, language is what separates us at a very deep level. And the blue rays, especially, you know, many watching will be connected to the blue rays, do a lot of the clearing on behalf of all. So it's ours, as well as it's not just ours. And I know I carry and clear a lot on behalf of all. So I just want to say to those people who are having a hard time right now, because I was really ready to just, didn't know if I was wanting to scream, cry, or just smash things. I didn't do any of those things really. Because it's like you're just holding it in a way and just transmuting it. Like, I don't even need to do these things anymore, because it's just like, but it feels like, you know, a lot of the final ascension symptoms are all about you feel really compressed, like it's an implosion, explosion kind of feeling, because you're literally being compressed into your diamond rainbow sun body. diamonds are formed under a lot of pressure as we're turning carbon into diamond plasma rainbow light. So, final clearing, purification of all that we are not to get to who we truly are, which then projects out our new realities, which are really truly quantum and multidimensional. Okay? So imagine it's more like a video game. And right now, it's really all about knowing what is real, what is not, remembering what is real. And that brings us back to organic life, to the organic realities, which are very multidimensional, they're timeless. Time and space is the way how we understand all of this, but now that we have learned our lessons, this falls away. You merge with this as you merge with your eternal now moment and are fully present in the now moment. Don't worry about the past or the future. Okay? That doesn't mean you can't clear out the past or make intentions for the future, but it comes from a place of detachment. So detachment, clearing detachment and resistance is huge right now. Oh yeah, one more thing before I forget. So I'm going to share it again, the couple of free activations I gave as a gift. And please do feel free if you find them useful and, would like to support me back. Donations, liking, sharing, subscribing is very much appreciated. I really give from the heart. I would appreciate a lot more support back. But, either way. The Emerald Heart and Divine Union activation that I shared with my last video, and the link, first of all, was not working, but I corrected it, but I'm going to share it again, is from, I think it was the 31st of December, 2022. So it's not the one we just did. The one we just did is a cosmic version of that and beyond. And it's, longer than that as well. Not that it is about time as such, but it obviously transmits a lot more frequencies. And it's the next level of what I'm sharing for free beneath, so to say. So if you want to access the Cosmic Emerald Crystal Diamond Heart Network Activation, which is literally lighting this all the way up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can access it through purchasing, supporting me back with the access to the last group call and activation of the arriving home. All right? Details are below. So the rapture is here, the second coming of the Christ, removing all those demonic beings, soulless beings, all that's artificial, all the artificial overlays, implants, inserts, black magicians, invaders, imposters, fully, forever. God. The end of time is here, finally. Hooray. So, this is the end of the inverted and fallen realities and timelines, however you want to call this. Okay, no more time, linear time as we know it. I see time as more like coordinates in order to orient ourselves in this crazy matrix. And again, well, I went more into this in the last call, but it's really like we understand and learn our lessons through the experience of time and different timelines, incarnations, all of that stuff. But you're really clearing out your past and future self and merge it all in the now moment as you fully merge with your eternal self that is timeless, limitless, boundless, and fully free. Okay, and you get there by fully merging with your true, eternal, authentic self, not thinking, I shouldn't be this, I shouldn't be that. You can alchemize anything, whether you're angry, whether you're sad, whether you're happy and high vibe. All of this can be used to clear out, realign, and upgrade and activate, your field and your highest realities. You just need to know how to alchemize it. Everything is gold. You just shine a higher consciousness onto it. You hold the 0-point field, which is neutrality, which is oneness, which is divine love, which is, judging what you're going through or anyone else is going through. Okay, the same with ascension symptoms. I remember You know, back in the days, like the general joke in the house was, okay, then just tell us, you know, when we need to drive you to the hospital. Because like every day there was just something else that I felt like, you know, just huge upgrades, clearings going on with my body and just always something else. But I knew it was just ascension clearings and upgrades. Well, I thought so. It was also a lot of interference and fucking black magic and negative energies being directed at me, but now I know better. And it also helps you clear your field a lot more once you know what's what. But you get me, it's all of that. But I knew there was nothing wrong with me as such, you know, and I didn't need medical attention because it's part of the upgrades of us literally turning from carbon to crystalline, because we're not, I checked again with source as I do, we're not leaving our bodies behind. They're being transmuted. That's why we're going through all of this pain, and we're literally merging again the lower self, also a lot of gold. Also the experience in these matrix realities is helping us to expand the true divine organic creatrix field. It's like recreating even the true organic realities and expanding them to what we have ever had access or can imagine before. All right. Now, it's important to understand that there's no objective version of reality, all is subjective. Again, the third video I'm leaving below is going to help you with that, which is more sciencey. I haven't watched all of it, but I know the speaker, and again, it's based on kind of quantum science, and I do appreciate his work and his insights. Again, I don't agree with all of it, but there's a lot of truth in it. So again, take what resonates, leave the rest. So I'm going to keep this also short. I've had a headache for the last 2 days. I've had a really hard time. I mean, this is just so intense. As you're fully burning this all down now, I mean, not surprisingly, quite frankly. And you just need to burn it all the way down now. Like whether you think you can or you can't, or we can or can't burn this fake fuckery all the way to the ground is up to you. Whether you think you can or can't, you're right. Okay? Your belief systems, your perception of reality is what creates it. That's the main lesson to learn here. This is why I've been spending so much time, energy, I've put everything into this to help us all to get out of this shit show and blast through all this false inverted programming to get us there. Okay, and people like me, again, I'm not the only one, but I can only speak for myself, obviously. And we do need to really appreciate the roles and missions we play here. Fully claim our self-worth, value, self-empowerment, okay, and the keys and codes we hold here. And in the end, we are all individually responsible, accountable for creating our own heaven upon the earth. You can't put this on anyone. Asking when is it going to happen? Why hasn't it happened yet? Why is it still looking like shit? If you're looking out there into the false realities, yeah, you're dreaming. A nightmare. It's not real. If you keep thinking it's real, you keep reinforcing it. Quantum physics tells us if you withdraw your attention, it doesn't even fucking exist. Even science has proven this. It's really important to get, okay? So you need to stop giving your consent to this inverted matrix reality and simulation. It's a hallucination. So we create our own realities. We are responsible for that. No one else, as well as altogether quantum entangled as the one, especially as the cosmic monad, the core of the core, who's holding these divine source codes and blueprints for creation, are doing this on behalf of false. We're going to get everyone out of this false inverted hologram, okay, and enter the really real, which is still basically a dream, but it's an organic dream based on truth, real truth, not inverted truths, not the false inverted programming and mind control. This is all going the way down, okay? Like, I mean, thank you so much for those that have taken part in my calls, making this happen together with me. We're going to have for my Ascended Masterclasses containers, we have a call today. I posted the details, so you should have received a notification email to take this further, and then we just let it all the way go, all of this, because it's not been real. And just literally burn this all the way down. This is it. This is it. I know this is it. And that's just that. Done. Usana shakarate. Genayena kukura. Sunateaye. So you're either helping or you keep feeding the unreal. So we remember now that we all create our own realities according to our own individual belief systems, as well as our collective ones based on the consciousness fields we share. Okay, so we're all quantum entangled and we're all part of the super consciousness field, the oneness that Source and God is. But now, you know, once you really fully merge as the orgamic unions, fully complete all of this happening within you, okay, you remember that you're at one with Source and you're not even asking outside of you as such. Although you're also calling out to the super consciousness field, which is Source, which is God, which you're part of, because you need everybody or as many people as possible on board. But it's not even about the number of people. It's more about how highly coded or how highly activated are they already. So the people I work with, even though it might not be loads regarding numbers, you know, many, thousands or hundreds, it's the few that think they can change the world that do this. And I know we're going to be celebrated. We will be celebrating. And again, it's not just those obviously taking part in my courses and classes, but it's those who are the real true change agents out there, knowing that they can change reality and make it happen. Those are the ones who do it. So be part of the winning team, okay? Get your co-creative hat on, so to say, your big girl pants, big boy pants, and burn this fuckery all the way to the ground. Who else is going to do it? It's not going to happen. You just sitting there waiting for it, asking, reading somewhere, someone, oh my God, there's so many inversions and everything out there. I can't even read other people's essential materials anymore because it's just so much shit making you feel disempowered, waiting there on the sidelines, being a spectator. That's not how this is happening. That's how you give your power away and other people create for you. So the tree of life has been fully reinstated, and with it also our third eye and crown, the masculine feminine principles, fully merging, fully coming online, okay, fully blasting this all open, clearing out all these inversions, the seventh ray distortions, all the ascended master distortions, the masculine feminine distortions, all the reversals, all the artificial machinery, all of the shit fully clearing right now. As well as the heart, and that's also part of the tree of life, because in the fallen tree of life, you only have 10 points instead of 12, although the new one is 13. And again, it's way beyond numbers and compartmentalization, but basically in the fallen tree of life that many people propagate, it's like a Kabbalah tree of life, you have literally 2 spheres missing, which would be the third eye and the heart. So that's also activating, it's the main principles of the masculine and feminine, the heart mind that are fully merging as one. It's also happening within your crown and your third eye. And then your soul star, so to say, is becoming your new crown. But again, as you fully activate your new plasma light body, it's beyond any kind of chakra system and trying to get lost in compartmentalization. Also, on a side note, for those people who were part of the last call, I'm not going to post any of the visuals shared just because I'm getting the guidance. Don't get lost in compartmentalization. This is right, this is wrong, trying to imagine your new chakra system or any of the stuff. Just don't. Okay, just go deep within, retrieve the real truth, which is beyond anything we have had access to so far. Okay, it's like, yeah, this is true until you then kind of let it go and access the next level of truth. Okay, that's your multidimensional integration. You don't hold on to any truths and belief systems, opinions, thought forms, especially right now, because you need to let it all the way go. So I'm going to do after today is let it all the way go. Everything I ever believed in, thought, just fully clear your mind, surrender to Source, the Holy Spirit. I mean, I do this all the time, but it will be easier because we had so much backlash frequency-wise right now to try and scramble our, fields. Like the artificial matrix is obviously going, we're not doing it. As well as you clear it out, it comes up and out. Okay, the same as like any of the tension, any of the misalignments, any of the inversions. You just need to keep holding the 0-point field whilst you're going through whatever you're feeling, experiencing, okay, and keep seeing the higher picture, and that's how it clears very easily and quickly. Well, as quickly and easily as it's possible. And then we get to the good stuff. All right. Again, this is about frequency, not about time. It's frequency alignment. The more people can be on board, the quicker this goes. All right. And we are affirming now the new belief system that people are getting this. Tired of this. Tired. So tired. Also, what was part of the activation, massively what cleared was the St. Michael line. So that's fully completing now, helping also to clear the sword of truth, the Michael consciousness, the masculine, all the reversals, black magic interferences that were preventing the masculine especially from fully rising and freeing himself and us all, the mind. From this false ego self, which is illusory, it's just a bunch of freaking programs, okay? And from this prison of the false matrix, it's literally, you need to really, really, truly get that this is all a projection, it's all a hallucination based on our deepest self-beliefs and expectations, okay? It gets all projected out depending on what we believe is true or not. Okay, this is why we've been doing so much work to get us to this place now where we can all just let it all the way go, surrender to source, and allow source to dream through you. As all of the mind control program and all this crap clears, just hold the 0-point field with true divine love, neutrality, within the eyes of oneness. And yeah, it's a huge time for forgiveness, letting go, understanding why people are the way they are. This brings healing in. Again, I spoke more about this in the last video and the ones before. The calls, the group calls. But yeah, because you need to remember whatever you resist or reject will persist because you keep feeding it. Whatever you suppress, it doesn't go away, it's still there. It actually grows, okay? Even if you do it subconsciously. And then you project it out into the hologram. So again, the deepest held shadows, fears, doubts, various insecurities, ultimately is what created all of these demons, negative entities, and parasites in the field, because it's you not owning it and you're projecting it out. Remember what's really real. So we're going through a huge rewiring, neuroplasticity. This is also connected to the activation of the cosmic heart mind, cosmic emerald and crystal diamond heart network. It's connecting the heart and the mind at an interdimensional cosmic levels through outer dimensions, okay? As this happens, basically neuroplasticity is shifting the way we are thinking collectively, okay? In the medium term, this causes a lot of wobble in the fields, but you just, again, we are holding this on behalf of all, because again, one of the biggest fears, not fears, the biggest concerns have been psychological fallout as you shift the mind from, negative to positive, so to say, which is part of this pole shift. And again, it's more energetic. Again, it's a hallucination. Don't take everything, like the universe is a hologram, okay? You're projecting all of this. It's not really real. Don't even wonder whether it's a sphere or whether it's flat. It's a projection. It's a hologram, okay? So through these activations, it's all coming online. The one cosmic heart, mind, body, and cosmic monad. And now we project out our true real realities from deep within. As our deepest held beliefs are being uprooted about what we even think is real, how reality even works, okay? My work, the videos below, it will really help you to get there right now because we're ready, we're there, okay? So check them out. Because again, remember, I mean, this is all about reprogramming, breaking down our deepest held beliefs systems, which breaks down the systems out there in these realities, because again, it's based on your deepest held beliefs and expectations, what you experience, all right? As well as we collectively agree on certain parameters and perceptions of reality that we share. Okay, they're different consciousness fields. That's also why it's so important who you interact with. A big shout out here to my Grey Line and Ascended Master container, who really have kept me freaking sane and my heart intact throughout these last few months. I mean, you know I support them a lot, but I know just their presence and, you know, surrounding me and supporting me as well, again, as one, all as equals, is really what it's all about, because true connections is what heals us. It's what making us happy and healthy. Again, we're getting to the happy, but you get me. It's like, whilst we're going through the shit together, it's like, you know, it makes it easier. If you are connected to the right people who are all in, who have your back, okay, you support one another, you see one another, you value one another, that's what makes life worthwhile. And that's what we need in our lives. And it's so important who you surround yourself with, because again, you share consciousness fields. That's why I'm also sometimes very, especially in my chat group, very direct. Because I really need everybody to be all in all ways, shapes, and forms, because that really decides the integrity of this field. And because we are doing this on behalf of the cosmic monad, and what we're doing in this container affects everyone. And I really need everyone to really truly get this and really own that responsibility, because it's not about our little ego self, our little self. It's about the oneness of getting everyone home. All right? No one is left behind. Nobody can die. Your soul is eternal. Okay? You're at one with source always. Your infinite consciousness. Okay? Don't limit yourself, neither to dimensional layers and levels or understandings and concepts. Okay? It's beyond all of that. Let go of all, especially after today. Just fully let go of all compartmentalization, dogmatism, personifying anything, objectifying, you know, your whole attachment to this reality and what you believe is right, wrong, how all of this works. Just let go. There's nothing to lose. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's just allowing, as you empty yourself of anything preconceived, and again, I do this daily, and really connect to source and ask source. Again, it's a super consciousness field. It's not outside of you, but a higher intelligence to show you now what is the real true reality, and let it to be ignited from inside of your own memories. Okay. Also, stop trying to improve yourself and dig deep into alchemizing your shadow self, because all is in reverse here. It's like, I know whenever I say I'm done with this, or this is, you know, harmony, balance, and whatever, what first will come up in the field is the opposite. Because as we anchor this, all that is not that will come up. It's the same as the more love frequencies are being anchored in the planet, the more fear comes up and being purged. But once it's purged, it's purged. So once we're done, it's no longer there. So the event is, if anything, a blissful celebration, but not like an event to be feared, or like some, you know, big Armageddon, like what freaking Bible people maybe think rapture looks like. Okay. I don't see that. Now, again, nobody knows exactly how this is going to play out. I really feel with all fiber, everything part of my beingness. After the 22nd, 23rd onwards, from here on in, no more time, no more space, everything is going to fall into place in a really, really big way. I can't tell you exactly how it's going to play out, but I know the memories, or well, it's really a memory of the ancient future we are accessing now. The true divine organic creatrix field is arising right now. But you need to let go of all that is not it. All of these false memories, of these false realities, has to go. You're literally losing your memory. Also, as I've been shown, language, because again, it separates us by nature. That's also what the new Cosmic Emerald and Crystal Diamond Heart Network is all about. It is the new telepathic Wi-Fi communication network, and it's fully online. Because again, language separates us just by saying you, me, us, them, past, present, future, everything is in pairs and opposites and all of that stuff, okay? So it's always when you try and explain something in linear language, it's like very hard to get the quantum perspective. I do my best, but it's, you know, you have limits. One more thing, once you truly understand the meaning of the placebo effect, double-slit experiment, and you can also see that the realities we experience are based on our deepest held beliefs and expectations and perceptions of reality. Okay? Because it's the same as like experiments. It depends on what you even want to find out in an experiment that will influence the experiment. That's why you have all these studies telling you different things. That's why I'm not into studies. Once I really understood how this works, it's like, okay, because it's very much down to what do they even want to find out. Okay, but without trying to even interfere with any of the results. It's just because the perceiver has an influence of what he's perceiving. That's the quantum observer effect. Look it up if you don't know what that is. As you change and shift the way you look at reality, reality shifts. So you shift reality from within. You don't wait for reality to shift for you, to tell you that you have shifted. That's the inversion. So don't ask, why hasn't it gotten better? This is a shit show clearing. This is not supposed to get better. We're not supposed to fix this. It's an inversion of what true reality is like. So let it the fuck go, so it can already collapse. Thank you. Sunatea Kirshi. Goody. Let's do that. Sonata. Done. So done. Okay. Again, you need to bring this all up and out, all of the anger, the frustration, all of this shit. Then you come out the other end. And I know some moment very soon, I'm just going to be la, 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 la. Because if the, you know, not if, as the other reality is like the opposite of this, I'm going to be jolly happy. That's for sure. So we all create our own reality as well as we share these consciousness fields, okay? But we're all hallucinating here. There is no objective version of reality. Even science is proving that. So stop going on about it. Stop focusing on that, what you don't want to create and experience. And if obviously shit like this comes up, you just, you know, you just clear it, you just observe it, you feel whatever you need to feel, and then you let it go. Okay? Like, again, anything, when you do detox, you sweat it out, you bring it up and out, you feel shit for a little while, but then afterwards you're like, you feel so much better. Okay? That's where we are arriving now. So reality is an illusion. We project it out from within. It's a hologram based on your own beliefs. So you are the creator of your own reality based on that. And that's why knowing thyself is so important to becoming a master of your own realities. Because once you understand your own programming and shift it from deep within, your deepest held beliefs, such as nobody's getting us and whatever else, okay? Any deepest held belief, that's why you need to become conscious of the unconscious to really unravel all of this and to clear it out. Because mostly our unconscious has been, you know, in the suppressed shadow aspects of the collective has been what is driving all of this. It's unconscious. So you need to make the unconscious conscious, know thyself, then you know how all of this truly works. And now what's coming up is crystal clarity. Everything will make sense. Freedom right there. Okay? Great. So rapture also beyond the, because I looked up the definition of rapture. So it's also, you know, obviously the second coming of the Christ. Again, I don't give too much, you know, it's more of like, you know, when I get certain words, I look up the definitions as well as tune into my own understanding of this. It's like a little bit of everything. But I just, you know, I'm guided to share the official definitions here as well. So it's the second coming of the Christ, which is definitely here. Okay, we've been working towards this for millennia, so to say, within us all. But also another official definition would be you know, it's an end time event when all, well, let's say dead Christian believers will be resurrected and joined with Christians who are still alive. Together will rise in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. I don't like the word Lord generally. Basically, the next definition hits it more in the head, which would be rapture has also been used for mystical union with God and for eternal life in heaven. Now, all of these concepts really need to be broken through of. It's really you becoming at one with the God consciousness. And as the cosmic monad does this is for me the second coming of the Christ. This goes out to all. So we're all fully dissolving this false reality, ascending to the real true realities, okay? Everybody will be in God's source consciousness. Some call it 5D. For me, this compartmentalization doesn't exist. But this is when we really get started, and that's when people can truly ascend within that organic reality construct of the new divine organic creatrix field. Yeah, but a few of us are fully ascending in a diamond rainbow sun, diamond sunlight body, are then assisting others to basically expand their own consciousness, because again, we will all be still, or more so than ever, be creating our own realities, as well as we're holding this container together as the cosmic Christ, where we are all agreeing on one version of reality that serves everyone, not just a few, okay? So that's it. Done here. I believe this will be my last broadcast. So help me God, which is me, which is you, which is all of us, okay? So let's do this all as one. The end of time is here, and space, and gravity, because it's all false. It's all part of this fallen matrix, just so we could learn our lessons through the incarnational cycles. But we don't need to reincarnate anymore. This is all nonsense, okay? I mean, it was needed as part, again, of this expansion of the one consciousness. So we're accessing realities that haven't, so to say, been available before, okay? And we're birthing this all as one. As the heart pops fully wide open, it really comes down to true divine self-love, where you really know what serves you, what doesn't, okay? You're no longer people-pleasing. You're no longer saying yes when you mean no. You cut out all that doesn't serve you, okay? That's how you get there. You need to be very, very ruthless, so to say, in that, because it's not about being liked, being kind as such. Yes, we're very loving people. We're unconditional love, very compassionate, but we won't allow bullshit or toxicity to mess with our realities, because you're not doing anyone a favor. You need to reparent yourself and others, because this is all about the true divine triple masculine and feminine aspects and embodiment, to fully anchor in here, get rid of these false parent archetypes, all of these invaders, imposters, these tyrannical beings running amok. So you need to take all of your power back, and you do this really by fully alchemizing your shadow self, and that's literally clearing out all your fear, and you need to just face it. You need to face your fear, push through it, and that's how you get through it. It doesn't happen by avoiding, by suppressing, by, I don't know, pretending that it's not there or thinking, oh, it's all great. No. You know, love is truth. Everything depends on this. And many of us have been sacrificing their lives many, many times over just to hold on to this truth, this true gnosis and wisdom, no matter what. Even if we had to go underground, even if we had to be killed for this, hunted down, tortured, raped, poisoned, we're here now. And now this is the end of suffering. This is the end of the false matrix reality. This is the end of time, space, and gravity, this false magnetic field, all of this bullshit. Oh, another fun thing. NASA is like taking off some of their equipment for maintenance last minute. Yeah, they know it's here. We had we had a near X-class flare, well, now yesterday on the 21st, on the 20th, you know, we had loads of geomagnetic activity through this, you know, whole rodeo we did with the last two group calls, which again, like, it has a huge effect, the whole magnetic field shift shifts the consciousness of the collective. Okay, when I talk about pole shift, magnetic field shift, there's nothing bad. Again, you don't think this is also real anyway. It's a projection, you're in a hologram. Okay, it's more about a shift in consciousness and shifting the electromagnetic field within our own field and the way we think and turning the inverted back the right side up. And again, for me, it's, you don't just have north-south, but east-west. And it's not just a torus field, but it's an eternal yang flow of the butterfly pattern, which is normal in a crystic system. And again, it's us reconnecting to eternal source flows, back to the Godhead, back to eternal life. But it's beyond concept and even wanting to look at any graphs or pictures, really. Feel it. It's just you shifting from the inverted realities to what's really real. As you fully embody your true, eternal, authentic self, even if everybody hates you, for you being your true self, it's better for people loving you for you being something that you're not. That would be fake. That's how we get fake realities. Okay? Because those people who really gel with you, you being in your true self is your true soul family. That's the only way you can find them. And that's what heals. That's how we're all ending up around a campfire together, and that's where we're at now. Teleporting, bilocating, creating limitlessly, boundlessly, totally free, and a new, true, organic, divine creatrix field. Here, now. So the time is now. This is the ultimate decision point for the collective of how they're transitioning, whether they're here for the party or they're, meeting us there some other way, shape, or form. Depends also on the body, how much. It's literally about frequencies, okay? And again, nobody dies here, but some maybe physical bodies that were never real to begin with. So there's literally nothing to worry about. So all the fears are imaginary. Sensing when something isn't good for you or danger is different, okay? Fear controls you. It keeps you in a matrix system. Break out of the fear matrix, your own monkey mind. It's obsolete now. So the great wave awaits, the tsunami, supernova of the heart event, which is true divine self-love. And that's you being in a true, eternal, authentic self. And that's you at home. That brings you back to the real, true realities, not this inversion where, everything is basically based on inverted programs, belief systems, perceptions of the false self. Done. So we're all, so to say, dying now upon our old false self and are being reborn as the second coming of the Christ and our real, true, eternal, authentic self. The diamond avatar fully ignited. The Albion body fully ignited. Our hearts bursting wide open, minds also. It hurts a little in the meantime. But yeah, just try to support yourself as good as you can. Tune out from the electronics, go into nature. Just follow your heart, one now moment to the next. We do the best we can. And just know, this is it. Fully ascending now, claim it. Again, each one gets to sort of the level of the new organic divine creatrix field of how much they have already activated, all right, within their consciousness. I have explained more in my latest group calls. If you want to tune in again, the details are below. Thank you so much for keeping on believing in yourself, mostly, that you came here to make the magic happen, that you are the creator and not just a bystander and spectator and waiting for someone else to tell you and program you with what they want you to create, knowingly or unknowingly. So it's all about becoming super conscious co-creators and you taking full responsibility and accountability of your realities and create the life you want. Create your own heaven upon the earth, however you want to call this, okay? Because everything you can experience is this, and everything is merging now. All realms, realities, dimensions, all of these concepts fully merge within this oneness field, the singularity. The new divine organic creatrix field is very much like a video game. Whatever you can imagine can become real. All right? So it's the opposite of this. That's, that's how you know what's real and what isn't. And to know it really from deep within. It's a memory, it's coming all forth. I mean, but you also need to, you need to be part of this. Like if you want to be your own hero and complete your missions, you need to really awaken now your divine creator self from deep within and believe in yourself that you can do this. Okay? So tune in. It's here now. There's only now, once you really understand these concepts, fully going obsolete now of time, space, and gravity. So you can do all the fun things we want to do, like teleportation and all of that, levitation. All right? And experience whatever you can imagine, because all of this is imagination. Okay? So remember the real truth. Check out the links below, especially the other videos from other people, and that might help you trigger some more remembering. And again, take what resonates, leave the rest, as always, because you're here to remember your own, your consciousness, again, is your blueprint, and the way you perceive reality is very unique. That's why we all create our own reality. Okay, but when we can come together in groups and build coherent consciousness fields and agree upon one version of reality and what we can do or not, oh my God, this gets so amplified, which is what I've been doing with my containers. And yeah, just beyond grateful. All right, because nobody can do this on their own, as well as we're responsible for our own patch of reality. It's the both ends. Okay. All right, I'll leave it here. Thank you so much for all your support, believing in yourself, and being here now, fully present in the now moment is where the magic happens, okay? Suna shena tekera, kena sekture, ena ena tarashanata. Suna yena teak, tanate, suna. So connect with pure, true, divine God source consciousness. That's what we came here to anchor, emit, and return. Suna shanate. No more separation, division, compartmentalization, segregation, compartmentalization, gone. Let it all go. Allow God to dream reality through you. Your highest version of self, cosmic consciousness, return through us, shifting everything forever in a blink of an eye. So allow your magical self to return, awaken it all from within, all inside of you, and then it gets projected out. Remember, not the other way around. What's that? Susa. Sai aishku. Te kara takara takara te. Te. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see you at the campfire and the party. It's done. So it is. Susha. Bye bye bye. So much love.